Why hunt for this DeVries person? You both work for the same outfit. Just wait for the next company party and chat awkwardly like civilized dysfunctional colleagues.
Stop it, Lim. You fuck, man. You won't stop. Pain in the ass, dude. Stop it! Shit. the shock grenades, man. I had shock grenades before.
What now? I was the only one. My methods may seem anti fester corporate. If only the sovereign he.
Fuck, dude.
Standing by with life support.
Through his beneficently moving. Pussy there, Commander.
Yeah, the difficulty spikes are ridiculous, dude. This isn't even on, dude. Okay, enough. Lemieux, stop. Fucking pain in the fucking ass, dude. They decide they want food and just start being a fucking asshole.
What now? I was my methods may seem antis corporate. If only the sovereign heeded.
Ransomware to go. Looking a little pussy. Practicing some battlefield medicine.
Lemieux, stop!
Someone call for a medic.
Come on, I fucking just
Hey, get me go-getting again.
Two, you treachery! What now? I was warned the my methods may seem
Fester.
or perhaps if only the sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom. If not for the cons.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose?
Enough.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Hostilities. Standing by with life support.
Beneficent guidance. Commander, you're bleeding.
What now? I was my method.
Fest.
If only the sovereign.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach.
You're looking pretty skinny, Commander. Reload, seeking cover. The protectorate endures.
Standing by with life support. Hostilities.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Gravity protect all. Gallery unit.
Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed. Fighter's looking a mite marginal, Commander.
Ship awaits repair.
Lay low, Commander. Escort.
What now? I was the only my methods may seem.
Fest.
Or perhaps if only the sovereign. He never. If not.
It's as I feared. You really have. Look, I don't suppose you have anything more to.
Craft back in business. Lay low, Commander. Medical. Looking a little woozy there, Commander. rescue. Sight unseen. Commander, you're bleeding. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Please try again later.
What now? I was warned.
The only
My methods may seem.
fester.
Or perhaps, if only the sovereign, if not for the.
It's as I feared. You really have. It was. I don't suppose you have anything more to add. Something that might further our
And we found.
How? Guard!
Commander, you're bleeding.
What now? I was warned.
The
My methods may seem. Or if only the sovereign.
Pretty scathed, Commander.
Emergency protocol syringes primed. Indicated.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
I will make your last.
Commander, you're bleeding. Medical pack, out.
Resuming hostilities.
Hey, get me go-getting again.
This unit is concerned for the command. Ready conditions. Repair this unit and it will strive to perform better in the future.
What now? I was warned.
The only...
My methods may seem Auntie's choice. Bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the cholera. They would not have found purchase here. Or, if only the sovereign.
It's as I feared. I don't suppose you...
Craft's back in business. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
You think too much.
Commander, you're waiting.
What I was
The only...
I'm killing. My methods may seem and
Festering.
or perhaps if only the sovereign heeded his How dare you!
Emergency protocol syringes prime.
Looking a mite marginal, Commander. Let's get you healed. Out of sight and on the way. Not quite charged yet. Someone's over, medic. Lay low, Commander. Medics order. Rescue. Right unseen. Happy to help. Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Yeah.
Entering the control room. Commencing search for clues. Subject, Agent DeVries. Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress. Analyzing wall defacement. Symbol recognized as belonging to Earth Directorate Special Operations.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude. So you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. It's a relief to hear. We ought to move, quick! Nice. I'm glad we were able to convince all the Westport townsfolk to go to Fairfield when we could. Seeing the wreckage now, a town wiped entirely off the map? Oh, law. Now Milver Street's gonna boast about snatching those folk from the jaws of death, ain't he? Good luck to them. Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry.
Injuries detected. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago. But never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition. Best of luck to you.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Like the Protector's folks resent us liberating.
We are currently experiencing longer than normal waiting times. For expedited treatment,
I must
please
ask
file
you to
medical
hold
forms
still.
49F, 87B, 93B, and 107C with the front desk.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. I just even the people think I a lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that. What is it? Make it quick, yeah?
Did you hear? The Vox relay, and it landed in Westport, turning the whole town in. We are beyond fortunate that...
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, Presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's Mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Well, who could turn down an invitation like that? To Golden Ridge, Commander?
Got Inez moved in. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher? Yeah, suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough. Always up for a little back fence talk. Though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Can't say I know. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's choice than the... Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station, due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Need some mate.
Sorry, got bootlegging to do.
This place ain't half bad. Been to see your underbellies.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market. Could Auntie's choice have succeeded where Order experiments failed? Oh, you're being duplicitous. Those sprat corpses were found in the initial crash site. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were... as an archivist, it's my duty to collect, and I can see you'll converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and...
Remember, nothing's a crime.
Keep an
if you
eye
never
out
get
for
caught.
snitches.
You got a good thing going
Welcome
here.
to the true free market, friend. Death.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience.
Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be. It is good that you have not. Some of my brethren are not as patient as I, especially with outsiders. We are the Sovereign's justiciars.
And executing anyone who deviates, no matter how slightly...
You! That is a gross misrepresentation. Everyone at this station has deviated more than slightly, yet I certainly haven't introduced them to my hammer. Career is a word I came to meet with. None within the Protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably,
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but. See, you may have thought you said have an audience, but what you actually said was let him assassinate.
do I look like a sentinel to you? No, don't answer that.
No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking security risk.
An arbiter need prove themselves to no.
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into. Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker, but we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk. Great! Take the lap cained with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao. When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. And certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Oh, come now, Prospero. You've been on that stage hundreds of times. Terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. A man of my persuasion shouldn't stoop to such self... You've identified me properly. But information transference is the lifeblood of Free Market Station. And if you want, I'm in charge of keeping the patron... My resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find myself fixating on the most minute of issues. Liquid courage is never... You see, I can't just drink any old swill from... Now, if you'll... As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being... I've been better. I've been worse.
Protect your loved ones, protect your... I feel I should address any... Tell me what you need. Can do. If you lost it, I'm selling it.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest. Listen, I know I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to... no. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. You'd need to purchase much more from my stock. Be happy to... Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. In the meantime, I've plenty of miscellany. Oh, I prefer to focus. You'd need to purchase much more from my stock. Be happy to show you.
Shop here to acquire fun. Welcome to our stall. We hope this is the first meal you ever have in your life. What may this unit rehydrate for you? All wares were at some point cooked fresh. Error. Roach sales grandstanding. Preparing sniveling servitude. Protocol. Complete. Greetings, most valued and attractive customer. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Yes, Iceberg 8. Current customer is not Prosper Apollo. Unit cannot vend to current customer. Scanning error. Cannot ascertain identity. Vending iceberg aged whiskey. Complete. Thank you for your patronage. Negative. This, when last seen, Mr. Wenrich mentioned he... Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. Available today only.
Right here has the fewest holes out of any close-on station for your money back.
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not. My friend. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe? Everyone knows that the final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. Indeed, the crew attempted to wrest the controls from her. That's all I know.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it?
Greetings! How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough! So their highest-ranking troops can't even put aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments? An incompetent captain. Last question, were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened? I'm pretty sure it wasn't. If this report is going to bear some glaring absences, which is unfortunate. Here's something for your time. It would have been more if I'd been able to complete this, but there's nothing for that now. With you as well. Now I need... Thanks for your help.
contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Any standout? A couple dozen antique toy sales logs. Notes from a high-profile order.
On assumed distributions of sample populations. Such a travesty. No, not a travesty. Tragedy. A horror. A horror the Archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists.
Think they made the statue big enough?
Our goal to the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough. Guesses are not enough. Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
Your thorough appreciation of that song was considered a probabilistic certainty.
The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Generating primes, techniques, and uses. Today and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraic, Section 4, Session 43. Please continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersma. I am the Senior Principal of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Linguistics.
Didn't realize we were getting so close to the action.
Base is down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Prime numbers? Why so simplistic? Well, consider this a basic refresher course in remedial numismatics for those new to the Order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers. But no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2. Then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set n2. A simple definition. Elegant, even uplifting, almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly layperson. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of numbers. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason, and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numanistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numanistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all.
Malady in the listening workforce, at least in the lab.
Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers?
This is the control room. Bet you last month's earnings that debris left her mark here.
I don't know who I've triggered it, so you'll have to...
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people, and it's a real...
This unit strongly recommends evacuating immediately.
We gotta move, quick!
expose some disruptive influences! Huh? Huh. That's enough of that. What? Disruptive influences!
Not ready. Please try again later.
What? Disruptive influences! What? Back to my post. Wait.
Engage this element!
Ah, there you... I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. Not remotely. Oh, they did also say it was all other... Best of luck to you.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth. At this, a splinter, I entreat you to speak with Abbott New. Navkey coordinate.
Reckon we've got our work cut out for us? Let's head to Golden Ridge.
Commander, the Navkey coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra frequented it occasionally after the invasion. He said it was a good place to find newfangled gadgets and stolen prototypes and whatnot. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining Zeranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but...
Sorry, loitering ain't my kind of choice.
I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, maybe just run it by him.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all.
Hope that wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We have the station normally do our... Hey! I ain't... All that is...
Greetings. Are you... What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know. Could do pardon. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect. I can see, converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners. I'd ask about Sub Rosa, like, take a look around.
Tired of firearms that I think I misplaced a hand grenade. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned. Feel free to go on. Blades, bludgeons, bombs, blunderbusses. We've got it all. Except that last one.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got... Stranger.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant.
Hardly, but I have no desire.
Keep dreaming, bootlicker. You can...
I came to none within the...
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite. See,
do I...
No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking... Interesting thought. Occurred within the goal they see serves to reason something untoward may have transpired. Great.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investing.
When
I shall meet...
Terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. Man, you've identified... I mean, my resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find liquid. You see, I can't just drink any old sweat. Now, if you'll excuse...
Protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor today.
If you've a tooth pain, you know who to visit.
Error. Roach Sales Grandstand. If you became violently, what may this unit rehydrate for you? All wear. Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. Available. Welcome to our stall. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Yes, Iceberg. Current customer is not Prospero Pop. Scanning error. Vending Iceberg aged whiskey. Complete. Negative. When last seen, Mr. Wenrich. Shop here to acquire fine food for cheap.
Got a sale on if you've wounds that need stitching or medicaments and...
happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous. My breath. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe? Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure in the crew. That's all.
I shall see you at the refugee camp. Hopefully they shan't be chagrined by my presence.
Get caught unawares all you like. I feel I should tell me what you need. Booming. As it happened, it sure was a convenient win. Exactly. Can do. If you lost it, I'm selling it.
Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Come to Not a Weapons Store!
Buy from me? Please? Yeah, listen, I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me. No. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. You sure? You'd need to purchase much more from my stock for me to consider such a course of action. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that I don't think that'd be smart. I need to keep my mind free of trauma if I... Well, none taken. I never intended to be. Be happy to show you. Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will... Oh, I prefer to focus on the present. Yeah. Great. Let's get back to not this subject. Anybody even listening to this? Show you stuff? Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions. Be happy to show you. Hello once more. I guarantee you some... Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future. Is this how one gets it? Before it crashed, I served on the free market as a secondary engineer, first grade. Had a colleague who was very talented, but supervisor saw her as a threat and demoted her to the engine room. In Auntie's choice, my well, just about everyone died. I made it to an escape pod on the port side. Yeah. Anyway, can we get back to subjects that aren't this?
Stimulants, medicaments, drugs. Gotta say, if you've wounds that need stitching or teeth, yes, suffice it to say, I'm pleased for. If you've a tooth pain, you know who to visit.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating?
It ain't. Can't eat the sprats I shoot it. Since they keep disintegrating.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. So the backstab, aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship? An incompetent captain. Last question. Were there any contributing factors? Failing to recognize ability? Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help. Auntie's Choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use. I'm glad we're of like minds. Now I need to get this report. Thanks for your help.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Any standouts? Couple dozen Auntie's Choice sales logs. Some notes from a high-profile order recently.